It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com from their most commercially successful and cheesiest records. That is Europe with Superstitious from the Final Countdown.
Garbage. Junk.
I was trying to fulfill Maykay's request, but I didn't have the CD she was looking for. She was looking for Wings of Tomorrow from 1984 with Stormwind, but I didn't happen to have that.
More garbage. It's all junk. Europe, they're good now, but they sucked when they were popular.
Yeah, they definitely have honed in on their sound, and they're more what do you want to call blues-based rock kind of now?
Or just a thicker sound. I don't know what you'd call it, but
well, they did away with a lot of the keyboards.
Right.
And they're more guitar driven, and they're more kind of, they definitely don't have that, I don't know, cheesy keyboard driven bubble gum rock, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
They don't do that anymore.
No, they don't. So, do you have a topic, or would you? I actually have another topic.
Well, I do have all kinds of topics, but if you got something you want to throw in there, go right ahead.
I have something that I think will make you nuts.
Okay.
Not nuts, but you're not going to believe when I tell you this, because
right.
This is so against everything that you're about.
Okay.
So I was talking to a female friend today, and I was helping with some web stuff. And while helping with some web stuff, you know how I go. I roll a little bit dirty and whatever.
All right.
And I'll tell you who it is. Don't say who it is in the chat room, because when I tell you the next part, you're not going to believe it.
All right.
That's who.
Okay. All right.
So out of the blue, she throws me this statement. I took on some local meat a few weeks ago.
Local meat. All right.
Was sick of doing the deed myself. I guess I can when I need it, maybe. So wait, this gets better. Let me scroll down a little bit. Because take a guess how this person took on the local meat. Take a guess.
No idea. Tinder?
Way worse.
Facebook?
Way worse.
Some kind of an adult meeting thing.
I'll read it quote for quote. Quote, I was skanky and found said meat on Craigslist.
Craigslist? That has got to be the most dangerous way of meeting anybody.
I figured that's how true skanks roll.
That to me is just rolling the dice. Let alone true skanks. That's just rolling the dice.
So I said, did you just answer a looking for sex post? And she wrote, pretty much. And I, just like you're saying, I said, damn, you are a brave one.
Yeah, that is being brave. You'll end up in a hefty bag in a ditch somewhere.
Listen to this. He was obedient and brought non-latex condoms per my request.
Non-latex? So are we talking like lambskin or something?
I guess that's her preference.
Okay.
And drove 45 miles to come over here. And he was a great kisser and used deodorant.
That's a requirement, using deodorant?
I guess you're not raising the bar too high.
I guess. All right. I guess I just don't understand. I mean, are guys just that filthy that they don't take a shower or use deodorant, and that's the bar that's set so low by women that go, well, if he uses deodorant, he's probably a pretty good dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I emailed a lot and we spoke on the phone, so it wasn't here's my address, come bang me like a back door during a hurricane.
Yeah. Bang me like a screen door in a storm or whatever.
Right. Let me make sure. I'm trying to make sure of what I read before I read it.
All right.
I think some of the men I replied to couldn't believe it. I don't come with games, which they are obviously used to. I am okay looking enough where if I outright ask for sex, they get skeptical. Like I am on a hidden camera show.
Well, but that is true, though, because usually there's a catch.
Right.
9 times out of 10, there's a catch. I mean, you rarely ever find a chick that has no agenda.
Right.
If you've got access to that pussy, there's some agenda there.
Right.
That's really how it is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you're my boyfriend now. I just banged you. I thought it was a mutual. No, you're my boyfriend now. Oh, I didn't know that was the catch.
Would you like some more stuff that I know is just going to be like, you're going to be like, how do people do this?
Yeah. Okay.
I've done threesomes before, gone to swinger parties, never played but met couples before for separate play. It's just sex, and as long as we're all healthy and safe, I go for that.
Okay, well, that's all well and fine. I don't have any problem with that personally. Yeah. If that's your proclivity per se,
right?
That's all well and fine.
I am considered a unicorn now in the swinger community, so it wouldn't be hard if I wanted to hit that scene again.
Okay, a unicorn. Now, what is that? What does that terminology mean?
I got to assume that means that she could jump into a swinger party without a partner.
Okay,
like one horn type thing.
All right, I gotcha. That you don't have to have a significant other to share.
Yeah.
But if you're a chick, okay, in this case, if you're a chick,
mm-hmm.
there's somebody willing to fill that hole.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
If you're a dude, you got to bring a chick with you because it's sort of like, you know, the trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
Chicks have, when it comes to sex,
mm-hmm.
most chicks have carte blanche.
Yeah.
When it comes to sex for dudes, you got to have something to offer.
You got to work.
Yeah. It's either money or you got to have a chick that you can offer up her holes,
right?
Or something. You have to have something. If you're a chick that's reasonably attractive, you don't have to have anything except offer up your holes.
Right.
That's it. And I know that sounds really crude or crass, but that's true.
It is. Look, if you're a dude and you want something instant, you got to have money.
Yeah, you got to either have money or something to barter with.
But most of the time, money.
Well, if it's money, it's money. But if it's something else like cocaine,
yeah,
or something that's fairly unattainable,
yeah,
that's where you get game.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, there's more to this, but I'm not going to read more to it because then she tells stuff that would give away who it is.
Sure. I get it.
How is that for a wow story?
Well, the thing is I don't understand if you're a woman who's reasonably attractive.
Yeah.
I can't understand if again, and this is going by just the basic animalistic needs.
Right.
There's not a chick out there.
Right.
Who, if she wants just flat out sex.
Yeah, they can't get it.
They could get it anywhere. Most of them.
A 600-pound woman could get laid on command.
Yeah.
On command.
All she has to do is say yes.
What you got to do is say, who wants some pussy? But someone will raise their hand.
Right. But if she's looking for something additional to that, then there might be some hesitation.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, if you bang me, you got to be my boyfriend now.
Yeah, nah.
Some guys will go, I don't think so.
Yeah, of course not.
But if it's just like, I want sex as much as you, and I just, need you to bang me and no strings attached, 100% of guys will go for that.
Of course.
But if there's some attachment, some strings attached, as it were, that's why there's that NSA, no strings attached.
Right, sure.
There's always strings attached.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, or 99.9 times out of 10, there's strings attached.
99 out of 100 times, there's some connection or something. Of course. But anyway, that's all I had.
All right.
Just caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit.
Sure.